today's day we actually fixed the carbon fiber lip on the Dark Horse. We have a big old box in the background, so we're gonna actually go ahead and pull that out. But first, we need to go ahead and pull in the Dark Horse here. We get the race ramp set up, and then that way we could actually get underneath that thing. If you guys actually didn't watch the video where we actually took this to the airstrip around 162 miles per hour, we actually did end up breaking this lip right here. You can go ahead and see it dangle. I did epoxy it all the way through, so it did actually look way worse before this. But with that being said, shout out to Extreme Online Store because we actually have a whole new look coming. So something I actually haven't liked on this style was the fact is that I have this plastic piece here that came OEM, and then this is obviously the aftermarket piece with the carbon fiber. I didn't like that it has the plastic and then the carbon. All right, so let's go ahead and play a game called What's in the Box. So we have the beautiful sticker there, Fragile. All right, lifting the box open now. It's pretty obvious there. So something great about Extreme Online Store is they always package their things really good. So let's go ahead and actually open this up so that way we can actually see the carbon fiber. Literally gonna go ahead and just put that right back up here. So here we have the full carbon fiber replacement piece. So looking at it actually out of the box now, you go ahead and see, just like we were talking about on the Dark Horse, now there's that black upper piece. This is actually going to go ahead and take over that. That way the end result is going to be paint and then go straight to carbon fiber rather than the paint, the plastic, then carbon. Now you can definitely do this install with a jack or some ramps. We're going to go ahead and actually put out the race ramp so that way we can just get right underneath there, but all we need to do is get under the front there. And we got the car on the ramps. There's definitely enough room so we can go underneath there, so that way we get this install done. So I was wrong. So I actually went ahead and got back the Dark Horse, moved it up forward more. And honestly, this tool right here is coming in clutch. That's what we're actually installing. So underneath, I was wrong again. It wasn't 8 mils, it's actually a bunch of 7 mils and a couple screws. Now mind you, again, we have an aftermarket lip already on here. So once we take that one off, then we can go ahead and take off the actual OEM little lip that it has on there. So that one should be interesting. All right, there we go. Off with the old. So we got the old aftermarket carbon fiber one there. We have the OEM piece. Now time to get that one off, and then we go ahead and actually start putting this brand new carbon fiber lip with extension. So in order to take off the rest here, we actually have to go ahead and start removing the skid plate. So that way we can actually get to behind here, which is actually what's going to go ahead and allow us to then pretty much yank it off. But first we got to get that skid plate off and get behind it. All right, so I just got the OEM part off. I'm going to go ahead and just take this out so I can show you guys a little bit better, because definitely underneath the car it's pretty difficult to show you. Now a reminder, this piece is actually going to go ahead and replace both of those, right? So the OEM and the aftermarket lip there. So with that being said, if you're having difficulty removing the OEM part, it's because you missed something. I'm gonna tell you that right now because I was having a little bit of difficulty, and it was always because there was something that wasn't all the way undone or a bolt that I possibly missed. So as soon as we got everything removed, it came out real easy. Now the part that I was talking about is gonna go ahead and be these two Christmas trees. All right, so these two are actually fasteners right here. Every other one is actually bolts. So coming on this side, so if you're underneath the car, you'd be looking up and you would see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 total 7 mils that are actually into the front a bumper there. And the rest are actually the 7 mils. So again, looking at what you have in front of us compared to what we have. So putting it back together should be a lot easier. But again, very happy that we were able to get this removed. So you do actually have to reuse these clips off of the OEM one. So make sure you don't forget that before you put this on. And it should look something like this and like that. So now we can actually go ahead and slide it back on. All right, so coming over here, we're starting to see the first look with it being on. We have to actually go ahead and push everything in. It's not settled yet. I want to make sure we actually got it lined up perfectly. Man, it is looking real good, and I'm super happy. Okay, so we got the new carbon fiber lip on the Dark Horse now. Now I will say this, if you have an OEM one, honestly it takes about like 30 minutes to an hour if you're taking it slow. But the fact is, I had the aftermarket one, which already had a bunch of other holes already drilled in, which caused us a little bit of trouble, I'm not gonna lie. But as you can go ahead and see, we were able to figure it out. So now we can actually take this off the ramps, and then we can actually show you tomorrow when the sun is out, because right now obviously it's already dark. All right, so it's actually next day here. You go ahead and see We got the Dark Horse looking a lot more cleaner in my opinion from the front end. You can go ahead and see the S550 in the background, but back to the Dark Horse. This thing looks so freaking good on the car. So the sun is actually right above us, so it's actually kind of hard to tell, but you go ahead and see we got the full carbon fiber lip, which in my opinion, like I said, this is a lot more of a cleaner look, and it just matches the front end very, very well. And yes, you go ahead and see we got rid of the fins. Reason being is honestly, I wanted a simpler, cleaner look because at the end of the day, we already got the GTD hood, the side fenders, and then the whole sides going on right there. So honestly, there was a lot going on, so I really wanted just to clean it up a little bit. And again, this gave it that real aggressive look, but it also just makes the car flow a lot better. Definitely let me know what you guys think. At the end of the day, I got it from Extreme Online Store, so huge shout out to them because they do have all this carbon. Honestly, I have had zero issues with fitment. And this actually did come just in time because we're actually heading out to Pismo tomorrow, so we're gonna go ahead and actually take some pictures, videos out there, so stay tuned for that part. But as far as the install goes, we got a thumbs up, super simple, didn't take much. It literally just took the screwdriver, a 7mm, and we pretty much just went ham on it and we were able to complete it. All right, so I'm actually super happy with the lip. We actually made it on a 4-hour drive, and honestly, no issues at all. It looks really good. About to take some photos out here. You go ahead and see the pier behind us. Honestly, the views just can't get better than this right now. All right, so we're actually back at the house. So finally we're actually home, and now we can actually talk about the house. So obviously the lip itself held on, as you guys go ahead and see. Now we're talking about a 3 to 4 hour drive, driving upwards of 3 digits, and again, stayed on there perfectly. Looks like we have our first battle wound here. I'm gonna go ahead and see if we can get that off, but definitely looks like we may have got a chip already. At the end of the day, we're about to hit 10,000 miles on the Dark Horse here. So yes, we do drive this car. We don't just have it as a sitting piece. We do actually daily it. And as you guys seen, we take it on long trips as well. And a reminder, if you want to go ahead and pick up the actual lip here, then it's going to go ahead and be in the link in the description. With that being said, now we can actually go ahead and give an update on the garage here. As you guys can go ahead and see, a lot was done since we actually made the first video where we actually bought the Mach-E and we actually came here to the house and did a little walkthrough. But as you go ahead and see, we have the ceiling painted, the whole walls are all painted, the borders all painted, the doors painted, the cabinets got redone. We have the Shelby tucked away now. You go ahead and see there's clearly all this was cleaned up. We still have a lot of trash and a lot of stuff to move around over here. However, at least we were able to get 2 cars parked in. She actually took the S550 this morning. But yes, a huge win for the books when it comes to getting the garage all set up here. As well as we're coming to a completion of this video, we have our first install done here at the new garage. And if you're not yet subscribed, definitely consider subscribing. It would help out a lot, but I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys. I appreciate every single one of you.